Equity is taking into consideration the different circumstances that people have. So then it's not about giving same resources to everyone, but more thinking about the person, being empathetical, and then try to give the resources needed to achieve the goal that we are striving for.
I think nothing in the world is fair, but I think we should acknowledge that everyone does not start from the same place, and we need to continuously work to find these imbalances to strive for equality. And the equity work is the means to get there.
I often hear that we have come so far and kind of the work has already been done. So like, why aren't you happy? It's good enough now. So like changing that kind of mindset, I think it's important.
The biggest challenges is, I think, that are in our culture, like how we are raised, that values and characteristics of a person are perceived as strong, manly, or weak, womanly. So it's the change of the mindset that should happen.
What we're really trying to do here is kind of remove these boxes that people feel like they need to be in. So just because you're a man, you're not allowed to cry. You know, it's like, that's a subjective box that was created, and it's actually really unhealthy. What if men who feel that way were just allowed to express their emotions and process their emotions and didn't have to be fearful of judgment?
And some people are even talking about professional groups of female creative people as a dysfunctional group of people. Like, it's just women. This group can't reach the goals. And I hate that so much because it's so untrue. It's never based on gender. I've seen dysfunctional group of men. I've seen dysfunctional group of women. I've seen dysfunctional group of both genders. So it applies across the board.
And I was reading a statistic the other day that said that when looking for a job, if women don't fill 100% of the criteria, they won't apply for it. Whereas men are like, if it's only 60%, then they're still going to apply for it. And I think going forward, that's one thing that I would wish to like give to my daughter. And it was a TED talk, and she said that we should raise our girls to be brave and not to be perfect.
There was at least one occasion I can remember where I felt that I got to join on the basis of being a woman, because I needed one for optics, I guess. And this is not a good feeling.
I think with more women on the projects in the IT sector and doing some engineering work, we're gonna reach the level where this is gonna be more acceptable than it is today.
Women can change this industry, but it does not have to be everything on us. I think we need people that are already in that position where they can change things to support this and to understand why this is important and how this affects everyone in the workplace.
Well, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, but also I want to send a signal to young boys and men launching their careers. Help minority groups and be an upstander and ally to those who need it. Lift your eyes from what you see in front of you and also look at the person sitting next to you. What are their needs?
And having a healthy discourse about it, it makes a really big impact. And so I think it's important to not be shy about these topics.
You need to speak up about it, otherwise change never ever happens. Moving forward, we just have to make people aware of basically what equity is, what equality is, and why it's for everyone, and why this shouldn't just be made a women's problem, because it's not a women's problem, it's everybody's problem.